guys, welcome to the Entrepreneur Bootcamp once again. And in this show, like always, we're going to show you something that you can definitely use and put on your tool arsenal for becoming a successful entrepreneur. So in this particular show, I'm going to ask you, are you an ambitious person? Are you someone that wants to achieve something great? And if so, you're in the right place, because today we're going to talk about how a successful person thinks. What's behind the successful mindset of a high achiever? You know, we're going to talk about people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. So we're going to talk about what's in their mind, how they think, so that we can see if we're on the right track or if we can make some improvements. But that's what we're here for. So the number one thing here is clarity of visions. So to get started, I'm going to give you an example of Einstein. So Einstein was something that had a laser-like focus on mathematics and exploring theories. So Einstein was a person that will not sleep until he solved the problem. But since he knew what the result was that he wanted, and he had that clear vision, he was able to get this to get these theories and get something going and make things happen and just kind of start, the future of physics and mathematics. So clarity of mind happens when you have laser-like focus and you have a clear objective. So now that we have this setting there, so I'm going to give you the example of putting in the address on your GPS. So you need to set the destination in order to get there. How you will get there, no one knows. But the fact that you're headed there is going to make sure things happen for you. Alright guys, so the second one is going to be being goal-oriented. So we've talked about goals in the past, but let me start this saying an example. So Elon Musk works so hard, I believe it's 80 to 100 hours per day. And what he does is he even sleeps where he's working. So if he's working at Tesla or he's working at SpaceX, he'll sleep there and make sure he puts in as many hours to solve bigger and bigger problems. So this is where being goal-oriented comes from. If I have a clear objective and I have a clear goal, I'm not going to be distracted doing other things. So for example, if I want to become a famous baseball player, or if I want to be a football player and I want to be in the NFL, I shouldn't be playing hockey on the weekends. I should be focused on what I'm doing. I should do my training. I should do my spring training. I should go to work every single day on my body, on my physique. I should be stretching. I should be doing my exercise. I should do weight training. I should do everything possible for me to be in my best, in my peak shape in order to be a football player. Number three. So number three is being passionate about your job. So let's start this one with the example of Bill Gates. So Bill Gates, when he was little, ever since he started, he was fascinated by these supercomputers that existed at the time where he went to school. You know, he would go and code, and he would do codes and write codes over and over and over. Even overnight, I think he used to even sneak into these places to write code on these computers. And what do I want to say with that? Bill Gates went on to create a personal computer. And this is something that only happens to someone that likes what they're doing and is so passionate about it, to be willing to spend hours and hours and hours and tirelessly work on projects because it's their passion. It's what drives them. Is exactly what there's on this earth here for. Number four is winners create opportunities. So let me give you an example. If I'm at a job and I see that there isn't anything I can do, maybe it's time to move on. If I have a business and there's a problem that I can't solve, maybe it's time to solve it. If I am working tirelessly and I feel like I'm going nowhere, on this project or something like, or if someone else has the control and we see no improvement, we should take matters into our hands. So people that create opportunities, they don't expect the cookie cutter approach. They create their own opportunities. If there's something that needs to be done, they go out and do it. So Jeff Bezos created Amazon. There wasn't a thing like it. We had the person that created cryptocurrency. We had the people that create big things. They created it because no one else was going to create it for them. And they felt the need to create these things. Number five, successful people have a positive approach. I'll take this moment to explain that the positives and the negatives are both good. in the construct of what we're trying to build here and building a successful person that's gonna go out and conquer the world, that person is both the positives and the negatives. These are important building blocks into building the person you are today. If something negative happened to you, and let me give you an example I did on my podcast, which is when a realtor is trying to sell a house. Getting the first no is actually an opportunity to getting a yes. The guy got a no, or a guy or a girl got a no, and then he will question himself and say, okay, why did the person not buy this house for me? Or why did I do this way? Or did I do this way? Maybe there's another way of doing it. So that no was actually an opportunity to get his first yes. Number 6, they create rich relationships. Stephen King was rejected multiple times, time and time again, for when submitting his novels. But he never said no. He thought about throwing his scripts in the trash, but he always said no and kept persevering. Not only did he have that perseverance, but as he talked to the publishers, they saw the integrity that he had and all this perseverance, and he was able to create these rich relationships. These relationships only happen with like-minded people. If you have someone in your life, and you most likely have these people in your life, that every time you talk to, they have something negative to say about it, or they don't necessarily align to your purpose. So these people, they're not meant in your path. They're not part of your path. The people that have to nourish and enrich these relationships, you must be with like-minded people. So as you get successful, the only way to be truly understood is to be around with other successful people. And it's never about the money, but it's about the understanding on how you got there, and the sharing of the ideas and the masterminding and all these things that only happen with people like yourself. Number 7, so champions and winners invest in themselves. You will see these athletes get a nutritionist or get a chef or get these routines, these workout routines, and get workout plans, and they have everything structured in order to take care of their body. And not only athletes, but actors, anybody famous, and anybody that's done anything great, they understand that if we live in a body, then we have to take care of where we live. So they understand that the food that I eat needs to be, it's very important, it needs to be healthy. They understand that my body needs to be healthy. They understand that there needs to be some type of endurance, to get energy. So all these things add up at the end. And not only taking care of yourself, I would even add, to take care of the environment where you live in. So you'll notice that a lot of these people are actually recycling. They actually care about the world. They try not to, have this high of carbon footprint, because just how we're taking care of our body, we take care of where we live. And just how they take care of that, they also take care of their homes. And I'll give you an example. Some people might even think I'm a little weird with the cleaning situation. But for me, I like everything to be clean, be organized, and you'll see, and even if you don't have the best place where you live at now, you should start these practices to ensure that everything in your life gets organized and it gets clean, and you start taking care of yourself. You would also notice that there's a high level of hygiene. So these people go to the doctor all the time. They go to the dentist. They go to this. They take care of themselves. And little by little, you become this person. And we always think, hey, that famous person, they have the whitest teeth ever. Or hey, they have this, they're all skinny, they all have abs. So this is a work in progress that I want you to be a part of. And once you're there, you'll see, hey, you also have this. You also have this because you worked on yourself, you worked on the organization, and you took care of your body, which is the most important thing. All right, guys. So, and number 8, it's going to be successful people never focus on others. They only focus on themselves. Let me give you a little story here, and you've dealt with this. Everyone's dealt with this. So negativity, drama, and people talking behind your back. I'll tell you something though. Everyone's going to do that, and they're going to keep doing that. But what I want you to do starting today, that is, if you do this, if you talk behind people's back, if you do this, I want you to stop right now and look at yourself. Just focus on yourself, and who cares what people do. Don't even worry about, going behind their back or doing anything like that. Just stop that. Why is that? Because every time I talk about somebody, I'm reaffirming that truth on myself. So every time you say these things about other people, you're saying that about yourself. Every time a finger points at somebody, there's three pointing back at you. So, and once you stop even thinking about other people, you just think on yourself and how you can improve yourself, and this will actually bring better people into your world. The drama, it's gonna be there. The people talking is gonna be there. But I want you to understand that for you to be successful, you can't be a part of that. So with that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. This time I feel like it was really helpful. But if there's any other questions or anything that you'd like me to answer on these videos, just go ahead and comment below. I'll answer with the video. You know, more than likely people want to listen to this and get their questions answered, and I really want to make sure I help. So go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell button, and I'll see you on the other side.